undefeated. Undefeated. Who do you think that you are? When I tell y'all that I run things, y'all better believe me. Spin the earth on my finger like round ball on my globetrotter. It's easy. No lie.
What up, everybody in the YTBC? So, first off, I want to go ahead and congratulate Luis King Kong Ortiz on a great win. It was a great fight. I got a little scared in the first round because as much as I love knockouts, I don't like when the knockout happens in the first round. I mean, it does show how great a fighter is, but it can also be considered like a flash knockout, and that, you know, it's very easy for it to get wrote off. But when the opponent shows some grit in the fight, and then they end up getting knocked out in the mid rounds or even the later rounds, you know, it looks a lot better, in my opinion. And big shout out to Bernard Hopkins. He said something very similar. If you think that I'm copying off of him, that's your opinion, but I've always kind of felt that way anyways. I mean, nobody wants to see a knockout in the first round. So, that being said, big shout out to Ortiz. Congratulations. I also want to congratulate Tony Thompson. Tony Thompson did better than expected. The only thing that I got to say about him is that he did seem a bit scared. That's all I'm going to say. He did seem a bit scared, but at least he made the fight. You know, a lot of people were scared and don't even make the fight. He made the fight. He went in there and did what he felt he had to do, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, and there's no shame in losing to King Kong Ortiz. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with. A big shout out to Nate Diaz. You know, he pulled off the upset. Nobody really saw, or I shouldn't say nobody saw it coming, but a lot of people were going with McGregor, which I understand. It's kind of hard to go against the guy that's undefeated, and, you know, has been beating people in the fashion that McGregor has. But you have to keep in mind, he was going up 25 pounds, okay? 25 pounds. It's kind of hard to gauge somebody when you never seen them at that weight class. Whereas Nate Diaz fights at that weight class. So, and he's not a bum. So, it's not as far-fetched as a lot of people thought. You know, Nate Diaz definitely had a chance to win the fight, and he took that chance, and he did. He won. So, big congratulations to Nate Diaz. But there's another reason why I want to give a big shout-out to Nate Diaz. In the post-fight interview, you know, they were asking him about, you know, that he didn't even have a real training camp and all this stuff. And Nate Diaz said something that's very true. In any combat sport, so this goes for boxing and MMA and any other combat sport that's out there, you always have to be prepared. That was one of the things that bothered me when people were talking crap about Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I'm not even a Floyd Mayweather Jr. fan, but you know what? I give everybody a fair shake. And I thought it was very unfair when people were saying, well, he's training and he hasn't announced who his opponent is. His opponent's, you know, getting the shaft because he's not getting the heads up. And it's like, but wait a minute. If you're fighting on a world-class level, where you're going to be fighting the number one, you could possibly be fighting the number one pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Don't you think that you need to be prepared at all times? I mean, all it's going to do is keep you prepared for, even if he doesn't pick you, it's only going to have you prepared for your next fight. So big shout out to Nate Diaz on saying, you know, always be prepared. Always be prepared. And that's all I got to say is, you know, big shout out to Nate Diaz. That's the best advice that any fighter could take is be prepared at all times. Don't sell yourself short and, you know, not be prepared. And then when the big opportunity comes up, then you're spending, you know, 2-3 months in fat camp. You want to be able to train for the fight. So big shout out to Nate Diaz. I had a little situation last night where I didn't get to see the Jesse Vargas Saddam Ali fight. I had actually picked Saddam Ali to win. But I'm gonna watch the fight either today or tomorrow and give my thoughts on it. But I had a situation that came up and I didn't get home until right as Tony Thompson was making his entrance to the ring. So, but you know, that's it for this video. For all my subscribers, all the people who watch my videos, and if you just so happen to stumble upon this video, I certainly hope that you have a wonderful, glorious day. Oh, one more thing before I close. When I make videos talking shit, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea and think that I'm completely just disrespecting today's fighters. I'm going to be releasing a video more than likely tomorrow on Monday, and it is going to be a whole lot of shit talking. But I do that for two reasons. One, really the main reason is the entertainment value. It's nice to, you know, do these videos and give breakdowns and give my thoughts and all this stuff and it be, you know, a mellow video. I don't have a problem doing that. But every once in a while, I like to try to mix it up. I like to try to make it funny. And for those of you who really like the Canelo as a redheaded bitch video, you're going to love what I'm releasing tomorrow. If you didn't like it, you're not going to like tomorrow's video. And I'm just keeping it real. But you should keep an open mind that I don't actually disrespect any fighter. All right. It's like I said, it's just, it's a very tough sport. You got to give their due respect for what they do on a day-to-day basis and the sacrifices that they make. But that doesn't mean that we can't have fun with it. And Canelo as a redheaded bitch was a satire, but also had a lot of truth behind it. This video that I'm releasing tomorrow is going to be very similar. So I'm just giving you all heads up. I'm doing some finishing touches on it. Been trying to spend more time, you know, editing the videos and making them more presentable. It seems like everybody is liking them a lot more since I've been doing that. So I'm going to continue putting the effort into the videos as long as people are willing to watch them. So otherwise, I'll go back to just having the one still frame, saying what I got to say, and then be out. But yeah, just want everybody to be aware that when you see these videos where I am straight up talking shit, I'm not really a shit talker, but I am trying to broaden my audience somewhat. It is fun to do. I do find it hilarious. You know, and this video I think is going to be even better than Canelo is a redheaded bitch. So, like I said, I'll be uploading that more than likely tomorrow, and y'all let me know what y'all think. But y'all have a good day. Peace.
Undefeated.